So here's what happened. A recent deep dive article just exposed something that, frankly, should have been front page news across every crypto outlet, but somehow it flew under the radar. The piece highlighted layers of the Pi ecosystem that have been operating in stealth mode. And I mean, when you actually look at the evidence, it completely destroys the narrative that Pi is unprepared, or that they're just winging it. The author made it crystal clear. There are companies and applications that were already integrated into the system way before public launch. We're not talking about partnerships announced on Twitter. We're talking about actual functional infrastructure that was constructed, tested, and deployed while everyone was busy memeing about mining on your phone. Now you might be saying, okay TJ, that sounds great, but where's the proof? And this is where it gets really interesting. Let me walk you through what was discovered. The evidence showed up in GitHub commit records. We're talking about verified anchors listed in directory, file, and these aren't placeholder names or coming soon announcements. These are live integration, money transfer service, wallet providers, remittance platform, and here's the kicker. These services already support Bitcoin, Ethereum, US dollar, and XRP. That means the moment Pi flips the switch, cross-chain functionality isn't something they need to figure out. It's already there. The rails are laid. The bridges are built. The preparation has eliminated what I call scale friction, that awkward phase where new networks scramble to get basic infrastructure working. Now hold on, before we go further, if you're finding value in this breakdown, do me a solid real quick, smash that like button, drop a comment letting me know if you're bullish or bearish on Pi after hearing this, and make sure you're subscribed with notifications on because we're covering developments like this that the mainstream crypto media completely ignores. Alright, let's keep going. Now also, let's talk about why Pi chose to build interoperability through Stellar, because this is where the strategic vision becomes obvious. Stellar isn't some random blockchain, it's purpose-built for fast settlement and efficient asset transfers. By making Pi compatible with Stellar's financial rails, the developers basically plugged into an existing highway system instead of building roads from scratch. What does that mean practically? It means payments become functional immediately, remittances become viable right out of the gate, wallet compatibility extends across multiple platforms, cross-chain exchanges become possible without reinventing the wheel. This is infrastructure designed for real-world adoption, not just crypto-native speculation. The ecosystem isn't stuck in isolated testnet environments anymore. The experimentation phase is over. This is about utility now, and by leveraging proven infrastructure, Pi can scale instantly instead of spending years building out basic financial tooling that already exists. When we think about this strategically, it's the difference between launching a car company and having to invent the wheel versus using existing tire manufacturers and focusing on what makes your vehicle unique. Pi isn't trying to rebuild every component of blockchain infrastructure. They're integrating with what works and building their differentiation on top. Now, let's talk about February 2025, because this is when everything shifted from preparation to execution. Pi Network opened its open mainnet after years of closed development and rigorous KYC filtering. This wasn't a rushed launch. Multiple testnet phases optimized network stability. Developers prioritize performance and security over speed. The environment reached production-ready status before the public announcement. Users gained transactional freedom. Developers could deploy with confidence. The network achieved full Layer 1 functionality, not in theory, but in practice. And here's something that doesn't get enough attention. The AI-powered KYC tools accelerated verification rates dramatically. Migration rates surged in key regions. In December 2025, a hackathon event pulled in over 200 applications from builders focused on real business use cases, utility-driven services, and practical applications. These weren't moonshot ideas or meme projects. These were builders creating services designed for long-term viability. The incentive structures align with sustained participation, not pump and dump mechanics. Every signal points toward production-level intent. So, here's the main thing to focus on here. That original article was explicit about managing expectations correctly. Backend systems aren't being built, they're already operational. Anchors aren't in development, they're standing by ready to activate. Infrastructure isn't on a roadmap, it's deployed and waiting for the switch to flip. What's about to be revealed publicly has been operational privately for potentially years. Early visibility concealed the depth of preparation. The ecosystem positioned itself for scale, not hype. There won't be an experimental phase at launch because the experimentation already happened behind closed doors. This is what separates legitimate infrastructure projects from vaporware. The ability to launch with capability instead of promises. And looking at the evidence, Pi has been executing this strategy quietly, while critics assumed nothing was happening. So yeah, I mean listen, whether you're bullish on Pi or not, You have to respect the level of preparation that's been documented here. This isn't about moonboy predictions or baseless hype. This is about verifiable infrastructure that exists in repositories you can check yourself. I'm watching Pi closely moving forward because if even half of what's been built activates successfully, we're looking at one of the most comprehensively prepared blockchain launches in recent memory. The market hasn't priced this in yet because, honestly, most people don't even know it exists. So, with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this breakdown. If you did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on, because we're covering stories like this that just fly under the radar everywhere else. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below for daily updates and deeper discussions. And before you go, check out my latest video breaking down the top 3 Layer 1 blockchains positioning for massive 2025 runs. I guarantee you'll find at least one project you haven't considered yet. That video is linked right here on your screen. With that being said, guys, it's been TJ from TJ Crypto World. Thanks for watching.